Do you have any calming rituals that you use before you go on stage then, or are you one of those people that spends the 3 hours before on the toilet?
No.
So with stomach problems or anything like that. I mean, do you do breathing? Do you pray? What do you do?
I do some vocal exercising before I step on stage. I open up my voice, and yes, I do some breathing exercises. But I always go to the venue really early and spend like 5 or 6 hours there, talking to everyone and to my band, so I can relax more and get used to the atmosphere.
You kind of ground yourself in the atmosphere and in the surroundings and the people that are there. Okay.
I try not to eat too much, because you can't be too full stomach on stage, and I try to keep myself positive and try to understand how those people feel, actually, not me, because they've been waiting for so long, and I try to understand their real emotions and think about them more than myself.
Okay, so you try and focus on the audience.
Yes.
and their needs and what they want. And of course, people in London are so looking forward to having you back. We haven't seen you, as we've said, for over 7 years. Your last concert was at Alexandra Palace, I believe.
Yes.
And of course, this will be the first time you'll be playing at Wembley. So it's exciting for so many reasons. What kind of set are you preparing for Wembley? Are we mainly going to see tracks from the new album? Are we going to see some of your classic tracks as well?
A mixture of all of my albums, actually. Some of the English songs too. I mean, the old tracks, Şıkıdım, Şımarık, all those, classic hits. Everything's going to be on this show. All kinds of songs. Maybe some surprising songs too, even. I mean, some songs they don't even know, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, some unreleased material?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe a remix version of some songs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's going to be like a rainbow.
Like a rainbow, with some surprises thrown in, and stuff that'll be familiar to people, tracks that people love already, plus of course the showcasing of the brand new album as well, which is absolutely fantastic. And there's going to be a great after show as well. Do you know about this?
There's always an after yeah, I do.
Have you been invited?
No. I might attend though.
It might be helpful if you did. I think because the after show party will inevitably be centred around you. But Absolute Events, the promoters for this concert, Max Mehmet and Zoo, are planning a very, very exclusive after show party at Crystal, which is an extremely exclusive club in London.
Oh, I'm definitely going to go there.
I believe that you might possibly be the guest of honour, so it might be good for you to turn up. Is there anything particularly special about London for you? I mean, I'm presuming you've been there many times. You must have.
Music, I love music in England. All those great artists, I admire British music, and the producers there. And I have some people I've worked there before, and I like London. It's very cosmopolitan to me. A lot of people from all around the world, which is like New York kind of to me, because I lived in New York for a long time. I can relate to London. I don't feel like a stranger there. Shopping, of course, is nice.
Really? Not too expensive?
It's expensive. It's very expensive, actually.
A little bit overrated, I think, for shopping, London.
It is.
But, well, I mean, what about other cities? You've mentioned New York, where you have lived for many years. Well, and why did you live in New York for 12 years? What was there for you that was that attracted you to the place?
A few things. I wanted to learn English, first of all. I didn't know how to speak one word English when I first went to New York in 1994. So I went to school there for a couple of years to learn English. And also, fame in Turkey and this whole new world was a little overwhelming for me. So I had to be away from that and go back to my roots of freedom and to do the simple things I forgot about.
So here in Turkey, you're so instantly recognizable on the street that you have very little freedom here.
Yeah.
In New York, you were able to sort of pass down the streets without too many people stopping you and wanting an autograph or wanting to rip your shirt off you, even.
Well, mainly it was actually the press, I it was a little overwhelming. I could not react to all the rumors and tabloids, and not the fans actually, because I love to be on stage and perform to them. But yes, if there's no freedom in your life, you start to get a little emotionally sick. You know, I realize that I'm becoming an anxious person. I can't leave the apartment. So I did a favor to myself actually, to be back on the streets and to find myself again, because otherwise you can't produce. A lot of limitations around you, which limits your creativity. Thinking about the things been written about you and all that, I was just tired about it.
Sure. And of course the great thing is in New York, as you say, you learnt to speak English as well with an American accent. So that's a good thing too. What about somewhere like, I don't know, Germany? I mean, because you were born in Germany.
Yes, I was born and raised in Germany.
And you came to Turkey when you were 13.
Yes.
Is Germany a country you could go back and live in?
No, because I don't like the weather too much. The same thing about London.
I was going to say, is it worse than London? Worse than London, surely.
I mean, because I was born and raised there, I'm used to that gloomy weather, but I like the sunlight, It just makes me more happy. I don't think I can go back to Germany and live there. But I love Berlin. I love a lot of cities in Germany. I go back and, spend some time there for a few days. But then I get a little bored. I can't deal with the weather.
Can you speak German fluently as well?
No.
No, oh, well, no point.
I can read, I can watch movies, but I just mix up all the languages: Turkish, English, German. No.
Okay, well let's rule out Germany then. In that case, pop artist fees in Turkey seem to be sky high. I mean, I'm actually quite surprised by how high the fees are for artists here to perform. Do you feel that this prevents you or other artists from playing abroad as much as perhaps you would like?
I didn't know that the fees are high here. They are?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. If I was a pop artist, I'd come and work here. Well, apart from the paparazzi that you have here, that obviously seems to be a downside, but...
Well, that's a common thing everywhere, I think. Paparazzi is paparazzi in every country, I think. I think it was a problem in my life, in my career, because we always try to adjust with the promoters and try to make them happy too. So I don't think I'm a very difficult person in this case. But I don't know about the other artists. I didn't really know that it is like that.
Yeah, it does seem to be a difficulty. I suppose another key question that I wanted to ask you is what about collaborations with foreign artists? Now, I suppose I'm sort of thinking of a kind of, I don't know, Yusundur Nenacheri kind of duet collaboration. Is that something you want to do at some point, that you've thought about doing?
I do want to do that, actually, to make different cultures come together. And, give the message that we're all one and that music is so international and language is not that important, actually. I really would like to.
And then on your wish list, who's top of that wish list at the moment to do that with? Well, Shakira, for example, she's hot. Yeah, I like the idea of that. Tarkan and Shakira. I can see that.
Shaking our...
Well, you both dance so well as well.
Dance.
So it would visually be very exciting as well, not just musically. We'll get Max Mehmet from Absolute Events to talk to Shakira. I think that's a good idea.